Hello, everyone. This week we're focusing on Chapter 9, which touches on relationships. This topic has been a great example of everything that we've learned in this course and everything that applies to this subject. In this week's reading of Interpersonal Communication by Corey Floyd, it talks about how relationships come about, evolve, and sometimes dissolve. What caught my eye the most is the extent to which communication is involved in each one of those processes. According to Floyd, having relationships meets a number of basic needs: feelings of belonging, affection, and well as emotional support. This is exactly what was stated as Maslow's hierarchy of needs, that once we all get our basic needs of survival taken care of, we will necessarily pursue the falling of love, affection, as well as a sense of belonging. What struck me as under my biggest point of interest in the article is that the lack of relationships cause people to feel under socialized emotionally, that can be detrimental to one's mental health as well as one's physical well-being. And another great idea I found fascinating is dialect tensions. These are the internal conflicts that come from having competition, desires in a relationship. Floyd describes 3 types of these tensions in particular: autonomy versus connection, openness versus closedness, and predictability versus novelty. I'm sure I'm not the only one who sees these conflicts in a relationship, per se. I enjoy spending time with my best friends, but at the same time, I also have a desire to be left alone. That's a very common conflict between autonomy and connection. I also enjoyed that the chapter talked about relationship maintenance and communication behaviors that help relationships be sustainable in everyday life. It reminded me of a point that was made about how viewing sitcoms is a great way of observing relationships in a way that we see in class. My mind immediately goes to Friends, where Ross and Rachel are in particular display a great deal of those tensions between openness and predictability. And communication is often what's leading to the up and downs of those relationships. As far as I am concerned, one of the most important lessons I learned from this week is that communication is not only a part of a relationship, it is in fact the relationship. Therefore, to wrap it up for this week, my question for you is, since dialectical tension are a natural element in any source of relationship, what is there that distinguishes successful couples and friendships from doomed couples and friendships? Is it communication skills or emotional intelligence? Thank you for watching.